Thank you, Chevo. Well, let's go to our Hot Topics segment now. One Nation has surged past the former coalition in yet another poll this morning. Pauline Hanson's party up 9 points to 26% compared with the opposition on 19. Labor remains in front with 34%. It all comes as One Nation teases a, quote, significant announcement, unquote, tomorrow, linked to talks of a recruitment drive and possible defections to the party. For their take, let's bring in Social Services Minister Tanya Plibersek and One Nation MP Barnaby Joyce. Good morning to you.
Morning, Tanya.
Barnaby, we know you've been talking to ex-colleagues. That's been canvassed about potentially jumping ship to One Nation. What's coming? What's this big announcement?
Well, it wouldn't be a big announcement if I made an announcement today, would it?
Well, it'd still be big.
It would be certainly a scoop. That's what the word is, a scoop. But I'm not going to make the announcement. I think I've got a pretty good idea what it is.
So are there defections, and how many?
Well, see, this is asking me to give you the scoop, and I'm not going to give you the scoop.
Well, just a little bit of a scoop, just like a part of it. Are there more than one defection?
I'm not going to say. But it'll look, you only have to wait 24 hours. Get me back on tomorrow.
Bridget McKenzie?
Look, I'll give you a scoop. It's not Bridget McKenzie. There you go.
Okay, well, should we start going through the list?
No. Please don't.
But there's more than one.
I'm not going to say that.
Well, if it was one, if it was like boy, so that wouldn't be that big, would it?
Nat, I love you dearly. Love Chevo, love Tanya, love all of you, love your listeners, but I'm not giving you the scoop.
Well, Ashby said it will shock people just how significant this will be. So it's someone we're not expecting.
Well, that's shocking.
Michael McCormack? I know.
No,
okay, last go. Matt Canavan. He seemed angry last week.
Look, I'm just going to leave it to 24 hours. I think we can get there. Obviously people are saying that if you want unity, clarity, strength, that One Nation's the place to be, and the polling says that, and the people are saying that. So it's not unusual.
Okay. It's Canavan, isn't it? Tanya, this is yet another poll that has One Nation ahead of the former coalition. You guys are in the front row now. How do you respond to this One Nation surge?
I'll give you a scoop. It's not me defecting that. I think it's really disappointing for Australians. It just looks like the Liberals and Nationals are a bin fire. They don't know who their leader is going to be one week to the next. But as One Nation does better in the polls, I think it's actually really important that journalists, the Australian public more broadly, start to ask for some more specific details of their policies. Like, it's all very well to go around as a party of grievance and complain about things, point out things that you feel are wrong. They need to get out there with some detailed policies if they really want to be tested in the way the major parties are.
That will come. Tanya's right, though.
Bigger.
People at the moment, Barnaby, are protesting against the former coalition.
Well, Tanya gives us, and the Labor Party gives us so much material to protest about. You've got inflation going through. I think we're the record in inflation in the Western world. We've got interest rates will go up. We've got power prices about to go up 25%. You have completely decimated our manufacturing industry. You're sending small business broke, and you've got the aged care. You've just bundled the aged care package so that aged care people will not have the capacity to be looked after with dignity. They'll end up in a bed in a hospital. Tanya, you give us so much material. It's so easy to be a grievance party when you're the government.
But no solutions. And here's the thing, let's talk about
yes, we do have solutions. We do have solutions. It's just the segment doesn't go for long enough.
Okay,
Such
Barnaby,
things as getting back to coal-fired power, baseload power,
Barnaby,
down
what
the
will
cost of
you
living. We do have solutions.
about inflation, which is now rising, unlike most other countries in the world?
Well, this is what the Labor Party has set up because they're trying to do ridiculous things, such as run a power grid on wind turbines and solar panels. And as you know, the price of energy is core to the cost of living and core to inflation. You have to move away from this fantasy land and move back to what is proven, such as coal-fired power, remove the subsidies to capacity investment schemes, so you get an honest market. If it was the cheapest, Tanya, you would not have to sponsor it for hundreds of billions of dollars, and at least you would be honest to the Australian people about exactly how much you are sponsoring this. how much you are sponsoring the capacity investment schemes, but you just talk over the top of people rather than answer the questions. So there are so many things to get substantial assets on your balance sheet than actually build the economy. What you see with the Labor Party is they just concentrate on the P&L and predominantly where they're losing and predominantly on their expenses and not on how this nation actually works to make the money that it requires to support itself.
And Tanya, the
so
problem
much to
here
say about how we
is that
deal
we've
with
got
this.
one of that. Our inflation is now going in the opposite direction to many other westernised nations, and we could have an interest rate rise tomorrow, and that's what people are worried about, Tanya.
Absolutely. No, I completely agree with you, Nat. And all of the Liberals and Nationals fighting themselves, and Barnaby Joyce listing off a whole lot of things that he's complaining about doesn't help. What helps?
What's your solution? What's your solution?
Good economic management, which is what we're engaged in. We inherited inflation at over 6%.
It's the previous government again.
And the world's inflation was high then, Tanya. And now it's gone down, and we're the only country going back up again.
What's your plan,
And
Tanya?
we're helping with the cost of living in every way we can. We've lowered taxes, we've increased wages, we've got cheaper childcare, we've got cheaper medicines, we've got cheaper wholesale electricity prices because of the changes we're methodically making. We're investing in health, we're investing in aged care, we've got better school funding starting today and cheaper...
You're not building the balance sheet to pay for any of this.
Let's see yours. Let's see yours,
Barnaby.
I've been waiting for your alternative budget.
All you're doing is coming up with ways to spend money, and your debt is racing through the roof. You're not building your balance sheet up.
All you're doing is whinging.
But just before we go, Barnaby, can I just ask you, because you seem to have your ear to the ground in Canberra a lot, do you think this recent poll, this poll out this morning that has the former coalition in the doghouse, do you think that will push a Liberal spill tomorrow?
Not tomorrow, but I think it puts a lot of pressure on it ultimately, and it's just going to be ridiculous, Nat. And I'm sorry, I apologise to the Australian people because it's going to look like a fiasco. You're going to have, I don't know where the Nats are going to sit in the chamber. They can't stay in the shadow ministerial offices. They've got to pack their bags and get out. You know, it's not good, okay? They should not have split the coalition. You know, you try and make a marriage work. You don't just jump out of it unless it's completely and utterly without hope.
So
now, if they believe it's completely and utterly without hope, they shouldn't be getting back in. I'll leave that to destiny. But I mean, there's a lot of pressure there, obviously. You know, in the past, I would have said no, everything's fine. But you got to be honest, pressure like that. But you know, the Labor Party's not without their pressure too. 32% is not good. 32% is a very bad poll for the Labor Party.
Okay. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Here's Sheva.